There are spirits that linger in different locations, and it's not all the same. And so, for instance, today I went to a funeral, and I cannot stand going to funeral homes or just cemeteries in general. I was raised around it. As a child, I was always at someone's funeral. My brothers were buried. It was just a lot. I was in constant funeral homes, is what it seemed. And so today there was just familiarity with that. And so as I was sitting there, my husband was doing the funeral for someone, and this individual was a young guy in his 20s, just had a baby about 15 months ago, maybe, just starting his life. And so as I sat there, I looked around and I could feel such a heaviness and such a presence that I knew the spirit of death was just there. And these are things that these demons linger, okay? If you are at a like a home or an elderly facility, sometimes you'll feel it there. And I'll give you another example. When my dad had his stroke last year and I stood in the hospital with my dad, I could feel just this presence, and it was so familiar that I knew it was the spirit of death, and I had to go to war for my father. And so in this funeral parlor, as I was there, the casket was open, mother's crying. I mean, it was just a lot. And so I sat there, and as I could feel the presence, I put my hand on my husband and I began to pray over my husband because it was so heavy. And I began to just rebuke the spirit of death outside. Just go. It has no place. And you could do that. You can command your atmosphere. You can command these spirits. You don't have to be afraid of it. And so I sat there and I felt this grief just hit me. And when I walked out of the funeral parlor, I could feel almost like something following me, and I said, absolutely not. When I get in this car, spirit of death, you will not follow me. I command you to go to the feet of Jesus now and leave me alone. And so immediately I felt just a release and a pressure just off of me. And so you want to pray. Listen, when you are going to someone's funeral, whether you're going to a cemetery, a hospital, doesn't matter. You want to have doors closed. Pray over yourself going in and coming out. Okay?